Pangum langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam. Namayom Vishnupadaya Shri Gaura Priyamurtaye Srimate Bhakti Vallabha Tirtha Goswami Namine Kripaya Kshamataam Aparadhijanam Kalushayuta Shakta Sudinanaram Supathe Parichalaya Sarvadinam Pranamami Cha Madhava Devapadam Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Namo mahavadanyaya krishna prema pradayate krishnaya krishna chaitanya namne gauratvishe namaha. तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 10th chapter. Rahugana he understands that Jadabharat is not an ordinary person. He comes down the palanquin and he falls at his feet, begs forgiveness, saying that I fear offenses to the Vaishnavas. I don't fear the weapon of Yamaraj, Indra, Shiva, but what I fear definitely is offenses to the Vaishnavas. Further, he says that are you Kapiladev, to meet whom I am going? Are you an Avadhuta? You seem to be a Brahmana. Why did you, why have you come here? What is the purpose of your coming here? And why are you living in this covered form? What is the purpose? And further he says that because of my Rajoguna, mode of passion, I am not able to understand whatever instructions you gave. You told that you are not the body, you are separate from the body. Therefore, by carrying the palanquin, only your body is tired, but you are not tired. But my question is, just like when we are boiling rice in a pot, the pot is in direct contact with the fire. Due to the heat of the pot, the water inside it gets heated. Because of the heat of the water, the outer layer of the rice gets boiled, and when the outer layer of the rice gets boiled, the inside portion also automatically gets cooked. So if you see, even though the rice is not directly in contact with the fire, still it got cooked. Means, in a similar manner, by inference from this, we can understand that even though you are separate from the body, because the sense organs, when they are affected, the body, the sense organs, the mind, the life air, when they are affected, automatically Atma is also affected. He gives an example, another example of a fight. When I am going on a fight, it is not only the body gets tired, but I also get tired. So I am not able to understand what you have said. And the other thing you told is that, you know, the relation as the king and the servant is temporary. But is it not true that it is not false? The relation as a servant and the king is not false. As long as it exists, the king has to perform his duties as a king. Is it not true? If that is true, why did you say that this identification or designation that I am king and his slave is not correct? And you told that even if you instruct a foolish person, there is no use. That effort is only useless. You gave an example, just like when you want to grind a already fine powder, your effort is useless in a similar manner. But I want to say that as a king, I have to perform, I have to execute the duties as explained by the Lord. And I am supposed to engage all my subjects in the activities they are supposed to do. Because by engaging in the activities we are supposed to do, or as enunciated by God, God will be pleased. That is the way we should worship God. And by doing so, we will be freed from all sins. Therefore, I have not understood the reasoning behind why you said all these things. We'll continue from verse number 23. Shastabhigo Gupta Nripatihi Prajanam Yah. Oh, this is over, no? This is over. We are reading from 20. We have to read from 24th. Tanme Bhagavan Naradevabhimanamedena Tuchhikrita Sattamasya Krishishta Maitri Drisha Marta Bandho Yayatare Sadavadhya Namangha. Apni jaha bolilen sei sakal amar nikat viparita bolia bodh hoiteche. My dear sir, whatever you said so far, I understand them to be just the opposite of what it is supposed to be. I am not able to understand them properly. We are supposed to do something, but whatever you said seems to be opposing to what is to be done. He Arthabandho, Ami Naradev Abhimane Matt Hoya Apnar Nai Param Bhagavat ke Tiraskar Koriachi. My dear Arthabandho means the friend of those who are in distress. Friend of distressed is Arthabandho. Oh, Arthabandho, friend of the distressed, because I think that I am the king, I have an ego that I am the king, due to which I have criticized a Mahabhagavata like you. I have criticized a great devotee like you because I think I am a king. I have this ego. আমি অত্যন্ত অপরাধী হইলেও আপনি আমার প্রতি স্নেহ দৃষ্টিপাত করুন। Even though I am such a severe offender at your feet, still please shower your mercy upon me. He is telling that I have committed an offense by behaving with you in this manner. I spoke sarcastically with you. I also became very angry at you. I also told that I shall punish you, only then you will be, able to correct yourself. Only then you will rectify yourself. So I used all these harsh words, criticizing words, sarcastic words at you. So I have insulted you in so many ways, but still you please shower your mercy upon me. আপনি কৃপাদৃষ্টি করিলে আমি সাধুগণের অবমাননার জন্য পাপ হইতে মুক্ত হইতে পারিব। Only when you shower your mercy upon me, I will be freed from all the sins, all offenses that have occurred at the feet of the sadhus. By speaking ill about the sadhus, by criticizing the sadhus, blaspheming them, or using sarcastic words against sadhu. All these things are greatly offensive. The Lord is not going to spare such persons. If one is offending Supreme Lord Sri Krishna somehow, by words or by deeds, by some or other way, one can be freed from those offenses by simply chanting his name more. But if one commits offense to the lotus feet of Guru or a Vaishnava, tuma sthane aparadhe nahi ka edan, there is no rescue from there. Therefore, one has to be very, very cautious in their behavior with the sadhus and Vaishnavas. So, Rahugana is telling that only if you shower your merciful glance upon me, the offenses due to my negligence to the sadhus will be, finished. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, যেহেতু এই প্রকারে আপনার উক্তি আমার নিকট বিপরীত বলিয়া বোধ হইতেছে, অতএব নরদেবে অভিমান মদেন আমি রাজা এই অভিমানজনিত যে মদ অর্থাৎ বিজ্ঞানমত্যত্বাদি মিথ্যা গর্ব তাহাতে তুচ্ছীকৃত সত্যমস্য তুচ্ছীকৃত অর্থাৎ এই সকল লোক কি জানে এইভাবে অনাদৃত হইয়াছে আপনাদের ন্যায় সাধু মহাপুরুষ যাহা কর্তৃক সেই আমার। Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is telling that because I have an ego that I am the king, I am a knowledgeable person, I think that everyone else is fool or this fellow is fool. When we see our qualities, automatically we tend to see disqualities or demerits of others. If as long as I think I am a learned person, I cannot give respect to anyone else. I see, they are all foolish fellows, they don't know any of these things. But when I think that, I know nothing, I have no knowledge of what is right, what is wrong, I have no proper understanding, no proper realization, then we will be humble. If we can see our own mistakes, we become humble. If we see our own merits, then we will see mistakes in others. It is very, very important that we see ourselves as having no qualifications. When will that happen? It is not possible for an ordinary living being to think that he has no qualities, to think that he is most useless fellow. It is very, very difficult. That will happen when we come in contact with superior Vaishnavas. When we come in contact with a superior object, then automatically we feel ourselves as inferior. That is why Sreshtha Sangha, association with the higher or elevated Vaishnavas, is very, very essential. When we associate with the superior Vaishnavas, when we are in contact with the Supreme Lord, then automatically we become humble. Nobody has to teach us humility at that time. When we go to a rich person, a person who is very rich, highly educated, or let's say the minister of the country, then automatically you become humble. You see, oh, he is, his position is better than mine. He has got more money than me. Oh, he is the leader, he is the ruler. Then automatically, even without anyone saying, we become very humble there. And then we greet them because of our understanding that we are nothing, insignificant. So similarly, on the path of devotion also, if we associate with the superior, senior Vaishnavas or with the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, humility comes automatically. But the king is telling that I am, deluded by thinking that I am the king, I am knowledgeable. Therefore, ei bhave, अर्थात यही सकल लोक की जाने. What do these guys know? Just simply some servants, and particularly Jada Bharat was in some, external appearance was not like a devotee at all. So what do these guys know? By this kind of a behavior, I have disrespected a sadhu like you. And because I did not give any value to your words, whatever you said I have not understood also. We heard the questions put by the king previously, what questions he has put. He is telling that I have not understood the reason. I am feeling that whatever you said is just the opposite of what the reality is. Because you said that Atma is not fatigued. The body may be fatigued, Atma is not fatigued. But by giving example of rice, cooking rice, he told that practically or superficially it appears that whatever you said is wrong. And the king and the slave example also, he told that as long as one is a king, he has to perform his kingly duties. How can you say that it is temporary and give up the duties that are supposed to be performed by a king? So whatever you said is just appealing, just the opposite to me. So one of the reasons he is telling is that I have been disrespectful to you, thinking that I am knowledgeable. এই দুষ্ট জীব নরকেও পতিত হইবে, এরূপ বিবেচনা করিয়া মৈত্রী দৃশম আপনি আমার প্রতি স্নেহদৃষ্টি দান করুন. You see, because of my offenses to you, because of my disrespectfulness towards you, I will fall down to hellish planets. So seeing that, this person is going to, suffer in the hellish planets, become merciful upon me. Because sadhus are very merciful. Sadhus, they don't have any grudge against any living entity. Even though they try to harm the sadhu, but the sadhu does not, think about the inauspiciousness of that person. Just like someone does something, then immediately we say that, I know, your future I have already seen. You are going to fall down. No auspiciousness will come upon you. But the sadhus, they never become angry out of mood of passion or ignorance. They are always friendly with even those who are behaving inimically with them. This is the quality of a sadhu. Whether we are a sadhu or not, by this quality we can understand. This is the litmus test. You know litmus test? You know litmus? In chemistry, there is, in the laboratory test, there is a litmus test. Whether it is an acid or a base, alcoholic or acidic substance. To understand it, there is litmus paper. So, if you put on it, because you can neither taste acid nor taste the alcohol. So, if you put on the litmus, then it will give some color. It will change to one color. Oh, this color, okay, this is acidic. There is no color change, this is alcoholic. So, the litmus test for all of us is, whether we are a sadhu or not, the litmus test for us is that how we are able to tolerate, how much of our friendly nature remains even amidst enemies. Enemies means not friend, the devotee has no enemies. Ajata Shatrava, he has no enemies. But one who considers a sadhu as an enemy, or one who considers us as an enemy, how we are behaving with him, how we are dealing with him, and what our mindset is when we are with him. Externally, we may behave like a sadhu, but internally, we may have that feeling of grudge. That is the litmus test to us. So here he is telling that you are, I will fall down to the hellish planets because of my disrespectfulness towards you. But Eru Vivechna Korea, consider my, misfortune, apni amar prati, kripa drishti, sneha drishti, dan karun. And just shower your affectionate glance upon me so that I don't fall to the hellish planets. Jahate sadhu janer avagya rupa papa hoite ami paritran labh korite pari. So that I will be delivered from the sins committed to the lotus feet of the sadhus. If Krishna is displeased, Guru is there to protect. Vaishnavas are there to protect. But if Guru or the Vaishnavas are displeased, even Krishna cannot protect. We have to understand this. There are so many qualities of a sadhu. One of the qualities is Ajata Shatravaha. He has no enemy. Sadhu considers no one as his enemy. Because the Lord is Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu Nachadveshti Nachapriyaha. There is, I have no enemy, I have no friend. I am equal to all. Sarva Maha Guna Gana Vaishnava Sharire Krishna Bhakte Krishna Guna Sakali Sanchare. Whatever qualities are there in Krishna, all of them are present in his devotee also. Sakala Guna Vaishnava Sharire. All the good qualities are there in the Vaishnava. Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Guna, Sakali Sanchare. In a devotee of Krishna, all the qualities of Krishna are there. Which means the Lord is impartial, the Lord has no enemies, the Lord has no friends. Means a devotee is also impartial. He does not take side of any person. Neither there are friends to him, nor there are enemies to him. He is equal to all. Therefore, even if one commits offense to Krishna, they will rescue. But if one commits offense to the Vaishnavas, Krishna will not rescue. Vaishnavas don't take the offense per se. They don't take any offense. But Krishna is hurt. Na vikriya vishvasuhrid sakhasya samyena vitabhimate stavapi mahadvimanat swakritadhi madring nakshatya duradapi shulapanihi. हे प्रभो, विश्व सहृद भगवान आपनार सखा, My dear Master, Supreme Lord, who is well-wisher of all the living entities, is your friend. The living entities, the devotees have this relationship with the Supreme Lord, friendly relationship, servant relationship, master relationship. They have all this with the Supreme Lord. So he is telling that, oh my Master, the Lord who is the well-wisher of all living entities is your friend. आपनी सर्वत्व सर्वत्र समदृष्टि संपन्न करिया निज देहेव आपनार आत्मबुद्धि नाय. Because you see, you have equivision on everything. You see everything equally. When is it possible? When one sees everything in connection with Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, then one will be able to appreciate all the objects. Everything is a creation of Supreme Lord. Therefore, a devotee does not have any kind of attachment or detachment from any object. He sees everything equally as an object of service of Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. Nothing in this world is useless according to a devotee. Everything, whatever the Lord created, has purpose. Therefore, everything can be utilized in His service, directly or indirectly. This is how the devotee sees. Because of which he will never have the desire to enjoy. This object belongs to Supreme Lord. How can I enjoy this? I can offer this to the Lord. When do we think that we become the enjoyers? When we see that we are superior to something. Oh, I can enjoy. This object is inferior to me. Therefore, I can become the enjoyer. Then this enjoyment tendency comes. But devotee sees nothing belongs to me. Everything belongs to Supreme Lord. Therefore, he never ever thinks that this material world, anything in this material world is for my enjoyment. He sees that everything is for the service of Supreme Lord only. Because you have equivision on all the living entities and everything, you have no identification with the body. Because everything as one means he is situated on the position of Atma. He is completely situated on the position of Atma. Now, as long as we are situated on the platform of the body, there are the dualities. Like this is mine, this is not mine. Or this brings me happiness, this brings me distress. This person is my enemy, this person is my friend. This is heat, this is cold. This is the king, this is the slave. Here is a man, here is a woman. All these dualities come only when we are situated, or as long as we are situated on the bodily platform. But for you, you have no identification with the body because you see everyone and everything equally. আমি যে আপনার अपमान করিয়াছি তাহাতে যদিও আপনার কোনো বিকার হয় নাই তথাপি महतेर अवमानना करिते সেই প্রকৃত অবমাননার ফলে মাদৃশ ব্যক্তি শূলপাণির ন্যায় বিশেষ সমর্থ পুরুষ হইলেও আচিরেই বিনষ্ট হইবে সন্দেহ নয়. Rahugana is telling that I have disrespected you, I have insulted you. Because you are not situated on the bodily platform, none of those things have actually pierced through your heart. They have not disturbed you. Like if someone says something to us, we get disturbed immediately. But because you are not situated on the bodily platform, they have not disturbed you. I understand. But because I have disrespected you, I have committed offense to you, I will not be spared by the Lord. What to speak of me? Even Shulapani means even if Lord Shiva commits any offense to Vaishnavas, even he will not be spared. Vaishnava offense is so dangerous. Even if Shiva becomes offensive, means he commits any offense, then even he is also not spared. Means Vaishnava aparad is the most dangerous thing. And the Vaishnavas does not take any offense. You see, if we commit some offense to the Vaishnavas, they never take it as, oh, this person has offended me. They see that everything happens by the will of Supreme Lord. They see that, oh, this is what I am due to get. I have done something like this in the past. I am supposed to get this karma. I am getting it. And even others, they see, oh, nobody is at fault. Who is at fault? No, nobody is at fault. Just like, Brahmaji is praying to Lord Narayana. A mother does not take the offense of a baby when the baby is kicking in her womb. The baby is sitting in the womb and he is kicking the womb of the mother. Will the mother be dissatisfied? Will the mother take offense? Oh, you are kicking me, I shall throw you out of my womb. No, she is, because on the contrary, she is very happy the baby is doing some activity. So Mahat, great persons, they never take offense. They never get offended. That only signifies their greatness. But people like us, even if nothing happens, simply some words or something will immediately offend us or hurt us. This is, the difference between the Mahat, the great souls, and ordinary souls like us. So he's telling that although you being a great soul, you have not taken any offense from the words that I have, used towards you, disrespectful words I used towards you, still nobody can be freed. Even Lord Shiva is not spared if he commits offense to the Vaishnavas. This is Rahugana telling to Jada Bharat, means on the other hand he is begging for forgiveness. I have committed such an offense. There is no solution to be freed from Vaishnava offenses other than Vaishnavas showering mercy. Devananda Pandit committed offense to Srivas Pandit. Only when he served Vakreshwar Pandit, he could again get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and be freed from the offenses. Similarly, Gopal Chapal, he also committed offense to Srivas Pandit and he got freed only after falling at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srivas Pandit. So, if we commit offenses, Durvasa, he had to beg forgiveness from Ambarish Maharaj. So, no one can be freed from Vaishnava offenses. Therefore, my dear Lord, even though you have not taken offenses, I understand you have not taken any offenses, because those who take offense, they are not Vaishnavas. Vaishnava never takes any offense of any living entity. If he takes offense, he cannot be called as a Vaishnava. Shri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in the commentary, Jadi bolen, তোমার দ্বারা কৃত তিরস্কার বাক্যে আমাদের ন্যায় জনগণের কোনো দুঃখই উৎপন্ন হয় নাই, তাহাতে তোমার পাপ কোথায়? The previous verse, it is told, Rahugana is telling that I have insulted you by using such words, and due to which I have to go to hellish planets for suffering. Please shower your merciful glance upon me and free me from hellish suffering. Now, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is writing in continuation to that. You see, whatever criticism that you used against me whatever insulting words that you have spoken to me, I did not take them, I didn't get offended. Whatever you think are the offensive words to me, I am not offended. If I am not offended, what is the question of even sin or suffering sin? If I am offended, if I am hurt, if we give suffering to others, then we have to suffer in return. But I am not suffering any pain due to whatever you told me. Therefore, where is sin? There is no sin to you. If Bharat says this, then in reply the king is telling, Na vikriya ityadi jadiu tahate apnar konorup vikar ghate nai तथापि আমার ন্যায় ব্যক্তি শূলপাণি শঙ্করের সদৃশ হইলেও মহাপুরুষের অবমাননা করিলে সত্বরেই বিনাশ প্রাপ্ত হইবে. Even though you have not taken any offense, a person like me or even Shankara is not spared of offenses. You may not have taken offense, but anyone committing offense is not spared by the Supreme Lord, even though he is, of the status of Shankara. যেমন দক্ষযজ্ঞে দেবীর উক্তি শেষ্যম মহাপুরুষ, অর্থাৎ যদিও সাধু ব্যক্তিরা আত্মনিন্দন সহ্য করেন, তথাপি তাহাদের পাদরেণু তাহা সহ্য করতে সমর্থ হয় না, তাহাদের চরণধূলি ওই সকল ব্যক্তির তেজ নিরস্ত করিয়া দেয় ইত্যাদি. In the Daksha Yajna, Daksha was performing a sacrifice and he did not invite his daughter Sati. Sati is the daughter of Daksha Prajapati, and one time he did not invite because Sati married Shiva and Daksha did not like Shiva. Therefore he was angry at her, angry at his daughter. So even though he performed a big sacrifice, he did not send his invitation to Sati. So Sati comes to Shankara and she says that, I heard that my father is performing this sacrifice. This is a nice opportunity to meet all my friends, relatives and my previous, family members. So many persons will come, I will also go. Shiva told, where you are not invited, it is better don't go. Wise persons don't go to a place where they are not invited. You may find, disrespect there. Don't go. You will be insulted. But she says, no, I want to go. I want to see my father. I want to see my mother. Yes, you please go. She goes there and her father did not give any attention to her. She is just moving around the father, but he is not even paying attention to her. He is not talking to him and he is not feeling that she has come at all. He is not greeted at all. And on the top of it, Daksha Prajapati started to insult Shiva, Lord Shiva. He is talking so much ill against Lord Shiva, just to insult Parvati, Sati, because she married without his permission. Now, a wife can tolerate everything, but not any abusive words to her husband. If anyone speaks any abusive words to the husband, she cannot tolerate. Therefore, Sati became so much angry and then she told this. She says, যদিও সাধু ব্যক্তিরা আত্মনিন্দন সহ্য করেন, the sadhus, they tolerate, even if someone is insulting them, using abusive words to them, sadhus will tolerate them. But the dust of the lotus feet of the sadhu will not tolerate. What is the meaning of it? The sadhus may tolerate, but the dust of the lotus feet of the sadhus will not tolerate. Means those who are the actual servants of sadhu, they will not be able to tolerate. Sati is a true servant of Shiva, and Shiva is a sadhu. You see, Shiva is living in Kailasha, in the middle of ashes, etc. He is always in meditation. This is what the problem is with the Daksha. Why are you marrying such a fellow who has no proper dress to wear, who is putting snake around his neck, and who is putting ash on his forehead? And has a matted hair. His appearance is not good. His dressing sense is not there. He has no house to live. He is living in Himalayas. Why did you marry such a person? So these are the points of his insult to Lord Shiva. But Sati told that the true servant of a sadhu, the dust of the lotus feet of a sadhu, cannot tolerate the insult of a sadhu. And therefore, tahader charandhuli oi shakal vyaktir teja nirasta koriya de. And immediately all the riches, opulences, effulgence and everything of the offender will be finished. The moment he commits offense to a sadhu, means all the riches are finished, all good qualities are finished of those who have offended the sadhus. Okay, there is some few lines from Chaitanya Bhagavat in purport that we will not read now because time is up. We'll continue tomorrow, and that is the end of this chapter also. Iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Brahma Sutra Bhashye Paramahamsyam Samhitayam Vayyasakyam Panchamaskande Jadabharata Rahugana Samvade Dashamodhyayah. So thus ends the 10th chapter in the 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where the discussion between Rahugana and Jadabharata has been narrated. So that is the end of the chapter 10. We will start chapter number 11 tomorrow. Before that, there is small few lines that talk about Vaishnava Aparadh, quoted from Chaitanya Bhagavat. We will read them tomorrow. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Pancha Tattvatmak Shri Gaura Hari Ki Jai. Paramaraditam पतित पावन स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोस्वामी श्री गुरु महाराज की जय. नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट होम विष्णुपाद प्रवंश स्तोत्र सत श्री श्रीमद् भक्ति दयित माधव गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. जगत गुरु श्री भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी ठाकुर प्रभुपाद की जय. श्री श्री रूपानुग गुरु वर्ग की जय. श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ षड गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. जय सपरिकर श्री राधा मदन मोहन श्री राधा गोविंद श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जीव की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्री कृष्ण द्वैपायन वेदव्यास महामुनि की जय. श्री सुखदेव गोस्वामी एवं परीक्षित महाराज की जय. श्री जड़ भरत एवं रघुगण राजा की जय. समागत हरिकथा श्रवणकारी भक्तवृंद की जय. श्री हरिनाम प्रभु की जय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंद.